In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a matching type question to a quiz using Moodle Quiz Module. You'll need to be in Moodle, have editing turned on, and be in the module and class for which you want to change the quiz by adding a matching question. Once you find that quiz, click on it, and as a teacher, you're going to be asked if there are any questions already in the quiz to attempt the quiz. If you want to edit the quiz, you're going to have to go to your sidebar, and under Settings, click the Edit Quiz button, which will take you to the quiz editing page. I go down to the last question and click the button Add a Question. I want this to be a matching, so I'll click Matching and then Next. The category is important. If you want this question to be available for other quizzes and tests later on in the course, you probably want the default to be the default for the class. If you would like it to be sorted so that it's only for this quiz, select that quiz to be the default category. The question needs a name. You can put descriptive text here, but I'm just going to use a number. This is going to be question number 7. Question text is where you actually ask the question you want the students to answer. This is a quiz about ice cream, so I'm going to ask the students to match the flavor with the color. When I'm filling in this question text, I don't have to restrict myself only to text. I can use the tree icon to insert images, the film strip icon to insert media. This Greek character is an icon that opens up a box that has some custom characters. There are non-American English characters available. There are mathematical symbols and some numerical figures as well. That may be of use to math, science, and foreign language teachers, but may be useful to other people as well. If I click on the chart or table icon, this allows me to specify the columns and rows in a table, and then the table will appear and I can fill it with data. So all those options are available as I fill in question text. The default mark will be 1. I suggest leaving it there. You can always change it in the quiz editing page. There's a spot for general feedback. If you want everyone who takes the quiz to get some information, some feedback information, that's where it would go. Now, question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3 are each going to have an answer. Unless you uncheck Shuffle, these will appear in random order. I'm going to have only 3 questions and 3 answers. My questions are not going to appear as text. I'm going to insert a graphic. So I'm going to find or upload an image, so my browser allows me to go look for a picture of an ice cream cone. When I upload this ice cream cone, you can see that it's going to be way too big. It's a large file. If I click on the Appearance tab, the dimensions show up here. We usually don't want this to get more than about 250 by 250. So I'm going to just change 250. And it automatically keeps the size unless I uncheck Constrain Proportions. So now I have a 250 by 260 pixels picture, which should be pretty good. I click Insert, and now I get this message that asks me if I really don't want to include an image description. Some students with certain visual disabilities may have a hard time without an image description. If I think that's not going to be a problem, I just bypass that and it inserts my picture. So when the student sees this question, they will see the picture of this ice cream. This is going to be, at West Dairy, Almost Sinful. That's the name of that flavor. So that would be the correct matching answer to this ice cream cone. Question number 2, I'm going to insert another image. This is an image of a strawberry ice cream cone. So I'm going to put, for the correct answer, strawberry. I'm going to do the same thing for my third choice. And now I've got a picture of a pistachio ice cream cone. So the answer should be pistachio. Now I have 3 questions and their answers. I can, if I want to, add more choices by clicking blanks for 3 more choices. I don't have to put in all 3, but they are added in groups of 3. I also have the option of putting in some answers that don't have choices. So if you want to put in your matching question some answers that are not right for any of the choices, that's a possibility. You have a place for feedback. You have the penalty for incorrect tries. If you want the kids to have multiple opportunities to take the quiz, you can establish that there should be a penalty for getting the question wrong and taking it over the second time. I usually don't, so I'm going to select 0% penalty. There's a space for hints. Moodle doesn't seem to be displaying hints, at least in our version of Moodle that we use here at Hayward. So I usually ignore that box. When you're done creating this question, click Save Changes. That will take you back to the editing page for the quiz, and there's your question. Match the flavor with the. If I want to see what this question looks like, I click the magnifying glass icon, which is the preview button, and I can preview the question. This is what the student will see when they take the question. And so here's the pistachio ice cream. They have this little choose box, and then they get to select pistachio, strawberry, or almost sinful. And the same thing will be true for the other pictures. They get to make their choices for each one of these. To make sure that it's set up right, you can click Fill in Correct Responses, and it puts in pistachio, strawberry, and almost sinful in the right place, so I know that the question is set up right, and I click Close Preview. If it wasn't set up right, or if I change my mind and want to alter something, I will just click the little icon that has the hand with the pencil in it. That's the Edit button, and it'll take me back to the question editing page and allow me to make the changes that I need to, and when I'm done, I would just click Save Changes. So that shows you how you can put a matching question into a quiz using the Moodle quiz module.